Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys some of my initial thoughts and reviews on handbag organizers. So I have seen quite a few videos of how people organize their handbags when they do like their what's in my bag videos or for like larger tote bags and things like that. So I went onto Amazon and I purchased two bag organizers for my Louis Vuitton Neverfull MM and for my GM. So the bag that I'm going to be doing the overview with you guys today is going to be for my GM, and this is the Louis Vuitton Neverfull GM in the Damier Ebene canvas. And it's really quite heavy because this is typically what I will take to work, just because I'm able to fit everything from my agenda to my iPad or laptop to a book, and coffee and snacks and things like that in between. So I think the best way to get into this is to show you guys what the bag organizer looks like outside of the bag, some of the pockets and areas that you can place some of your items, and then showing you how I personally organize my bag. And then I'll go over with you guys if I think that a bag organizer is worth the investment or not. So let's get right into it. So again, this is my Louis Vuitton GM and the Damier Ebene, and I'm just going to take out my bag organizer, but I am going to give you guys, I'm going to see if I can like show you what it looks like currently in the bag. Let me pull this bag. So this is pretty much what the organizer looks like. They do come in a variety of different colors, which I really like, because you can get very custom with your Louis Vuitton Neverfulls. You can have this gorgeous red interior, the ballerine rose. I know there's more of a tan interior and things like that. So I really did like it that this vendor that I purchased this organizer from had it in a variety of different colors. That way it matched my bag. So I think that's really important. I wouldn't want to get a ballerine rose for my red interior because I don't want it to be noticeable that I am using an organizer, and I think that looks really tacky if, you know, the colors clash or the color isn't exactly right. And that was the issue with my Neverfull MM that I have in the ballerine rose. And my organizer was more pink than it was that kind of pastel rose color. So I'm actually going to be returning that and going through another vendor to find the correct shade of that rose for my Neverfull. So yeah, let me just pop this out really quickly. I do have my laptop charger in here. It's not really in a pocket. I just kind of popped it alongside the back just because there is still more room. One thing I will say about the organizer is that although it is perfect for the GM, I did find some spacing in my handbag, so it wasn't a exact fit. There was still some room, and I'll show you. It's the room here in the top. There is maybe some room for if you wear heels to work and you want to pop some flats in there, or like me, I just popped my laptop charger in there. Yesterday I had my Louis Vuitton scarf and just kind of stuffed it there on the side so it wasn't near like my coffee or any of my pins or things like that. So I guess that's a pro and a con, that the insert is not an exact fit, but the reason that I like that it isn't an exact fit is because there's no way for me to tuck in the sides if it was a perfect fit. If you got a bag organizer and it went all the way to the side, it would be very difficult to take in the edges if you wanted to go with a different style for your GM. With the exact fit, it would have to stay out like this. Otherwise, it would look, it honestly wouldn't stay. If the organizer fit flush, you wouldn't be able to take in the edges, and typically with my GM, I like to snag in the edges. Just because it is such a large bag, I still like to have that comfort when I'm wearing it. So there is quite a bit of room. I would say probably like 1.5 inches or 2 inches of space there. Again, I'll probably put like a cardigan down in there, my scarf, or you know, my laptop charger and things like that, so I don't mind. But I do know there are vendors that you can get an exact perfect base fit. I'm honestly pretty fine with the one that I have, but I will see if there is one a little bit longer, just because I want to be able to actually determine, you know, which one is better for me personally. It's really heavy. Okay, so this is what the bag organizer looks like. It is like this felt kind of color, just red all the way around. And then in the front you have these 3 pockets that will be your best friends. I really like those. And then of course the name of where I purchased it from. On the inside you can see there are several like pockets and slots and things like that. And I will get a better view when I do place this inside of my bag, but for now, just to give you an overview, you have this back kind of slit here that I'll put like loose leaf papers or my iPad mini, which is a perfect fit. And the reason I like it is because since this material is pretty thick and it's that felt like smooth material, my glass is protected from my iPad mini, and I don't have to worry about anything here risking, you know, breaking or scratching the glass. So that pocket there is honestly perfect, and it's a perfect fit for that. I wouldn't really put anything else back there. Just to show you kind of what things look like empty. The next biggest, I guess, gap is right here, and you will see my Louis Vuitton Agenda GM. So it is a pretty wide gap there. You can put, you know, your cosmetic bag. You can put, if you have like a mini pochette, or like flats or something like that, I think that's a great slot. But for me, since this is my work bag, I do take my Agenda GM with me everywhere, so it pretty much just fits absolutely perfect in this back groove right here. And there is still some room like on the sides. I probably could scoot this over and pop in like a water bottle or something, but it's a perfect fit for my GM. There is a zipper pocket on the back. I know the Neverfull already has a pocket, and usually I will keep just my phone in there or my keys, just because it is quick and easy, and those are probably generally the things that I will pop in there really quickly anyways. So it'll either be like a card holder in my phone or my car keys. But there is a back zipper here, and in there I pretty much just keep like my small like electronic goods. So if you've seen any of my videos, you see that my little locket case, I usually keep my headphones or charger cord in. So I just have my headphones popped in there. I have a charger base, and I have my little selfie light for my iPhone, which I really like. I got it for free at a recent like conference event. But it fits perfectly on the top of your phone. It's really small, and the lighting is actually really good. So yeah, I like it. But anyways, so that is one of my newest additions to my handbag that I really like and take it with me everywhere. So those are just a couple of things. And then of course I have my little charger cable for my external battery that I do take with me everywhere anyways. So those are just the things that I keep in the back zipper pocket. As for these 3 little pockets here, I have a hand cream in the middle. I have a hand sanitizer, a pepper spray, and a little fidget tool. And the reason I like these 3 little sections is because a lot of times you have smaller items that maybe don't fit in like your pouches and things that you may keep in the bag that you don't notice you reach for as often. So although I carry my Louis Vuitton makeup pouch with me, hand cream and things like that won't fit in there. So these little grooves make it really easy to locate those items, keep them organized, and I'm not finding myself like reaching my hand in my bag and just jingling around through everything trying to locate one simple thing. The next little groove, I have a chamomile tea that I take with me. I have a little notepad to jot down any ideas. And then for my agenda, I have my sticky note. Sometimes I find that I run out of space when I have like things that I need to do, or like things I need to add to my budget. So I use my little sticky note that I got at TJ Maxx. It came like in a whole package of small sticky notes. And of course my external battery that I always take with me anywhere regardless, just because my phone runs out of battery really fast. And then the last pocket, of course, I keep my drink. So whether that be my tea or my morning coffee, I always take this with me. This is my Starbucks porcelain mug, and I got this at Starbucks. I don't remember how much it was, but this is the 12-ounce, I guess, porcelain mug. But Another good thing about the material and this sizing is that it's perfect for a mug. It's also really good for a water bottle, and since it is that felt kind of material, I find that it insulates very well too. So if I am like running errands and on the go or going out to get my nails done, I can pop this in there, and I feel like it stays warmer a little bit longer just because the material insulates very well along with all the things that are in the organizer. So my last little section on the inside is down here, and that includes my Louis Vuitton Insolite wallet, which you could fit, well, I guess I should do it this way. You could fit it face down in here. I mean, it'll fit, and even if it does spread out, I mean, it's in a GM, so there's plenty of room, but since I reach for it most, I usually just leave it kind of popped up like that. And then here in the bottom, I keep my Louis Vuitton cosmetic pouch, and I believe this is the PM, and this is what I was talking about when I said my lotion, like my hand cream, won't fit in there all the way. I'm sure I could like take items out, but these are also items that I reach for frequently. I find that if I'm in a rush and I don't do my makeup, I have like pretty much everything that I wear, from like a setting powder. I have a perfume, I have a lip liner in here, a mini eyebrow pencil, a mini like mascara, so if I ever am in a rush and I don't have time to do my makeup, like I know it's in my work bag, so that way when I get a chance to run to the ladies' room, I can pretty much finish getting ready. So that fits really nicely there at the bottom. And another thing is there's still plenty of room. Like this thing can, like you can fill it. You're not going to break it. You don't have to worry about warpage. So, I mean, pack it as full as you need. It's perfect for a work bag. And then, of course, here in the front, it's pretty self-explanatory. So I have my Chanel compact mirror here in the front that I reach for quite frequently. I have my Burt's Bees lip balm and my Fenty lip gloss here in the front. And then 3 pens for my agenda. A color pen, a highlighter, and a black ballpoint pen. So these are probably just a lot of the smaller items that you find get lost at the bottom of your handbag that I find this organizer very resourceful to use for those cases. Another thing to note is I believe your phone can fit in these pockets. I'm not sure. I think this one here is the largest. So I have an iPhone 7 Plus. My case is kind of big, but yeah, look at that. So it's also really helpful and resourceful for your phone. So if you're like me and you break your phone all the time, I've started to keep it in my bag when I'm not actively using it. So this pocket is really helpful. Again, the felt is very, very thick and soft, so you don't have to worry about your screen cracking or breaking or anything like that. And then as far as like my keys, my keys and my card holder, I'll just put that in the back pocket, the zippy pocket in the back of my GM. So I'm gonna flip the camera around so I can actually show you guys how this looks in the back and how I pretty much set everything up. Okay, so just to kind of give you guys an idea of how everything will be set up, I'm going to take this apart so you can see how it'll be mailed to you. So this is how it will come in the mail. Nice and folded up like that, and you basically pop it open. So this is pretty much the whole thing full. What I'm going to do is take everything out that way you guys can see how I put it together, and what I have like organized. So let's take everything out of all of these pockets. Okay, so here's what the inside looks like. This is attached and detached by Velcro, so make sure that you have that really nice and secure. You have the zipper in the back, the pocket that I told you about, these 3 little spots, 2 full spots on the side, pockets on the inside and here on the outside. So I'm going to start with my Chanel compact here on the side. My lip balm and Fenty lip gloss, and then my iPhone or like a pack of gum will go here, but I'll put the pack of gum there. as for the inside, like I told you guys, I always take either a coffee or tea to go. So I'll put this in one of these spots here where it fits perfectly. In the back, I'm gonna pop my LVGM. And then my cosmetic pouch in the PM will go down here. It actually fits perfect just because it makes everything look a lot neater. And then more of my loose leaf items that I told you guys about earlier, my hand cream, hand sanitizer, pepper spray, like things like that, will fit nicely in that pocket. So this is pretty much how it looks all filled up. And then placing it in your bag is pretty much just as easy. You're literally just gonna take the whole thing and pop it in there. So this is pretty much what it looks like with the entire organizer. And again, I really like that it is like the perfect red, because even from an aerial view, I mean, you can't really tell that you have an organizer, but it does make everything look really, really neat. It's also really easy for me to get a hold of things, and I don't have to worry about things like jingling around. It's a lot easier to swap out bags too. So if you do go with like a different color, like a nude, and you want to do your damier azure from this one day, then you literally only have to take out the organizer and pop it in your other bag. So that's pretty much how I still organize when it comes to my work bag. My initial thoughts for the bag organizer was just really worried that the colors wouldn't perfectly match up. Luckily, when I actually unwrapped it and placed it into my bag, they really did mesh very well. So I'm not really having that self-conscious kind of mindset when I am carrying the bag, or if someone sees the inside of my bag that the colors aren't right. But since using it, and I have used it for the past couple of days, I really do prefer a bag organizer over not having one at all. I'm very, very like organized, and I like to be able to get into things easily. And honestly, the only reason that I don't usually wear larger handbags is solely because of the fact that I don't really often carry too many things. So it just makes it harder trying to locate those things in a larger handbag. But with a bag organizer, it makes it very simple. It's very organized and it's very clean. Outside of that, since the bag organizer is so sturdy, it makes it really, really easy to shape my bags when I'm not wearing them. Since the base is a perfect fit for how I store it, which is with the sides cinched in, I no longer have to stuff my bags with like pillows and like scarves and things to keep the shape consistent. The bag organizer also doubles as a shaper, and it's not too tall to where you can't tuck the edges in normally like I do on a daily basis. So it works as an organizer and as a bag shaper. So when I'm not using the bag, I can keep the organizer on the inside and store it away, and it still maintains its lovely shape. So overall, I think it was a very, very good investment. It was only about $20 US on Amazon. I will link the seller that I got this one from. Remember, there's tons of other colors depending on the interior of the bag that you want to place this with. But for me, bag organizers are the way to go. I'm really excited to travel with my bag organizer just to see how well it kind of reciprocates the same benefits into when I'm on the go. So that pretty much sums up everything. I hope you guys really like this video. If you have any questions about my bag or the organizer, or any bag organizers that you've seen online, just comment below, thumbs up this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.